Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jasper. I'm a tarot reader, and today we're gonna find out what messages does your person have for you. So it could be anybody from a romantic connection, your family member, a neighbor, a friend, a boss, whoever you want it to be. So we have three choices here you can pick from. There is the rabbit in pile number 1 with the hawthorn berries. There is the elephant in pile number 2 with the apricot seed, and then we have a gazelle in pile number 3 with a pine cone. So I would really suggest to simply follow your gut feelings, and there's really no right or wrong answer regarding your choice. If you feel confused, you can have a look at the timestamps in the info box below if you're one of those people that are very intuitive regarding numbers, or you can use a pendulum, even whatever works for you. You can pause the video here and take as much time as you like, meditate on your person even. Just remember, this is a general reading, therefore it may or may not resonate with all of you, or even just a portion of the video might resonate with you, not the rest, which is why it's very important that you always follow your intuition, do what feels right, and leave the rest, and try not to get too attached to the results of the reading. I'm always here if you prefer to have a private reading instead. You're gonna find the prices and instructions in the info box below. I'm always available as well for a Reiki session if you would like to get one. It could be very useful to balance your chakras, or to even move on from a past toxic situation, from sending you some self-love. So yeah, you can let me know what reason would you like to receive Reiki for, and it's going to be received in that way. Okay, so that's everything. I can't wait to see you at the beginning of your reading. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the rabbit with the hawthorn berries, so I'm just gonna place the rabbit on a side for now. We're gonna talk about it later, and I'm gonna already place the cards on the table because they are pre-shuffled. So we have the Four of Feathers upright, the Page of Crystals in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Page of Acorns. All of them clarified by the Eight of Shells in reverse, the Three of Feathers upright, the Eight of Acorns in reverse, and the Six of Acorns upright. So let me just tune in with the energy of this reading. Four feathers with the Eight of Shells in reverse. So right next we have the Three of Feathers as well, and the Page of Crystals in reverse. So I have the feeling that this person is not going through an easy time right now. It might be slightly depressed with these four feathers upright and associated with these two cards. So it's definitely somebody that is having a lot of pain right now, possibly is trying to move on from a heartbreak. It could be, and there might have been some conflicts between the two of you, or some chapter that had to end, and this person is having some resistance moving on from it, because the Eight of Shells, usually if it's a pride, it talks about somebody that is ready to regenerate themselves, that is ready to move on from a situation that is not serving them anymore, especially if it's very toxic, or if there's no solution, if it's not bringing any joy anymore. But when it's in reverse, it talks about somebody that is actually unable to move on from it, even though it's not really good for their soul growth. Okay, so it's somebody that is sitting with their pain, which is not necessarily something bad. Everybody should feel their feelings, should sit with them, make peace with them. It's definitely a grief phase for sure. Okay, which is normal, especially when we are losing somebody that we really care about, whether it's an actual death, or whether it's a breakup, or whether it's the end of a friendship. There's definitely this phase of grief, and this is what I'm seeing here. This Page of Crystals as well in reverse. The pages are messengers, and with the crystals, it talks about somebody that if it was a pride, it would have a lot of energies and ideas and good definitely somebody that would be in a good mood to try out new solutions. That would be very, yeah, optimistic. That would be the right word. And um able and willing to work on things. But if it's in reverse, is somebody that doesn't really feel like there is anything to work out. um so it could be that this person is feeling the rejection from you and not wanting to find solution, or it could be that themselves, they're so pessimistic that they are not able to find a solution in all of this, and therefore they are depressed. There is a lack of communication here with these Eight of Acorns. It could be that they have even decided to block you or to not talk with you right now, or they are suffering from you doing so. Okay. The Empress in reverse is telling me that they currently are not seeing great opportunities for things to develop, for things to grow, for things to be better. They're not seeing this spring coming in. They think that it will never come, or at least not for a good time. So if they've sown some seeds, they are feeling frustrated because nothing is coming out of them. They're not able to reap the fruits of their labor. So they feel like there is total lack of beauty around them, total lack of abundance and growth and prosperity. And also with the Empress in reverse, it could be talking about you and about the fact that without you in their life, everything looked very doomed, like very gray, and they don't see the motivation to get out of bed and following with their lives. So everything has lost meaning without you in their life, for sure. Then we have this Page of Acorns and the Six of Acorns, which is nice because they have the intention at some point to come and talk to you, and they definitely, yeah, there's a bit of a cheeky energy about the Page of Acorns because he or she might know that is something that could be not very welcome on the other side, but they're doing it anyway. And I feel that they are, yeah, with the six of acorns, they definitely want to make some type of gesture that is going to surprise you and that is going to make you look at the at the at all the other options. So basically this person eventually will pick up the phone or will just get into his car and come over to you and find a little bit of that optimism that is left within them. And even though that could mean ruining their own ego, because it could mean some rejection, they still want to do it. I feel that they are willing to get their ego hurt because they just realized how life is miserable without you. Okay, this is what they want to say to you. They've been trying to move on, but they couldn't. And yes, for a while, yeah, they just felt completely despair because they couldn't find a way to fix this. Okay, and maybe they had some lack of discipline themselves as well, because you might have given them some homeworks, basically, as in, okay, well, if you want this situation to move on, if you want us to keep working together, whatever relationship we have, you need to sort yourself out. And it just felt like they didn't have the motivation, or they didn't believe in themselves enough, so they were just kind of swimming in their own tears until they realized they couldn't live without this connection anymore. They couldn't handle it anymore. So there is some type of playful energy with this Page of Acorns, for sure, and optimistic as well. And the rabbit speak about somebody that is very sensitive and is very scared as well, very active, very nervous. So it could be that this person have been overly anxious about the situation, and possibly, you know, the story of this rabbit is that he's been so scared about a possible eagle coming in and eating you all up that he's been talking about that over and over and over with all of their friends, until eventually at some point the eagle heard and thanked him for the idea and came in and gobble it up, you know. And at least that's a story in the booklet. And so it talks about uh, trying to be careful with all of those fears, because they can actually manifest. And I feel that this is what this person has realized, that they were manifesting their own reality. They were creating that sad and depressed dark reality, and they just realize, wait a minute, maybe there is some other way I can approach this situation. So let's get another few cards. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, they're tired to wait, they're tired to stay in this suspended situation. A Queen of Crystals, Seven of Feathers, and the Awakening. That's beautiful. So this person is telling you that they've woken up to their mistake. Possibly they've been running away from troubles. So it could be that you've been you've been talking to them face to face about certain things they have to fix with themselves or move on from, some toxicity possibly, and they just kept running away from it, and they were not being responsible of it until you left. And you left them dealing with that because you weren't willing to let it ruin your life. So it feels like now they are awakening themselves. They are having this aha moment where they realize, okay, it's time to act. It's time to work on myself. It's time to listen to this person. It's time to take care of myself, nurture myself, and be productive about this. And yeah, that's really great, guys. Get some more cards, but it seems pretty nice. Oh my god, the Ace of Shells, the Chariot in reverse, Page of Shells in reverse, and the Three of Shells upright. So there's definitely a lot of love from this person, and an awareness as well that they have to give themselves that self-love if they want to receive it. And with this Chariot in reverse, they know that they have been stubborn, that they have stopped going in the right direction. They have just sit themselves on that pain, on that toxicity, and not doing anything about it. And they were probably being as well irresponsible, childish, immature emotionally, and not able to follow their own intuition, not able to take your hints. And they were being overly sensitive as well and dramatic. So I feel that they got to this realization with the Awakening card that if they want, they can recreate this harmony within you, within your group of friends, within your family, within whoever is involved in the work situation as well, in the work environment. They have this awareness that they can recreate that harmony again. If they act from a base of love. Okay, so that's really lovely, guys. I might get some oracle cards now and see what is it that they want to manifest. I have the Yasmin Bolen cards here, the new deck that she has released. I'm so glad I finally was able to grab one of these. So what is it that they would like to manifest Oh, two cards. We have last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. We have last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. So definitely I noticed some intention to work on things and be more optimistic for sure, and take up on their responsibilities. Full moon in Libra, find the balance. That's all I've been talking with the trio shells. They want to find some harmony there. So definitely a beautiful, beautiful reading, guys. I might get some other oracle. What do I have here? Yeah, I have the other Moonology card. Again, Virgo, you're good enough with the full moon in Virgo, so this is probably something that they were not believing in. They thought they were not good enough. Maybe they didn't take the critics very well, okay? The rabbit is overly sensitive, as we said, and we got the page shells as well, overly sensitive. So it could be that you have been calling them upon something and they got really offended and they got really childish and immature and did not want to work on themselves whatsoever. Emotions are running high, and then show the world the real you with the full moon in Aquarius. So that there's definitely a lot of awakening here and realizing that whatever they were showing to you, it wasn't the real them. It was definitely affected from some issues which could have been related to some toxicity, to some toxic behavior, toxic pattern in the past. And I feel that now they really want to show you the real them. We saw the same with the Six of Wands as well. There is a bit of a satisfaction in the Six of Wands of showing themselves. There is a lot of pride. There is a lot of desire to be seen. And they want to be proud of themselves. They want to make some gesture towards you that is going to make you proud of them as well. So I would definitely be waiting for some good news in this sense. Let me know, guys, in the comments below if the reading has resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world. And hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new reading. That's everything, and I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye, guys, send you so many hugs. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the elephant with the apricot seed, so we're gonna place this elephant on the side for now. We're gonna talk about it later. And meantime, I'm gonna place the Spirit Song Tarot deck cards on the table, which I've already pre-shuffled before the recording. So we have the Nine of Feathers in reverse, the King of Shells in reverse, the Four Shells upright, just realizing it's a little too bright. The Six of Crystals upright. Then we have the Two Crystals in reverse, the Knight of Shells in reverse, the Magician, and the Knight of Crystals. So we're going to start from here, and then there will be other clarifying cards at the end. So what I'm seeing here that your person want to tell you is that they're moving on from a phase where they felt very, very anxious, okay? They felt very worried about a situation, especially a decision that probably they were upon to take, and possibly they still haven't made that decision. And it could be anxiety for stepping into a new phase of the connection or a new phase of the relationship, even if it is a work related situationship. It feels like they're feeling very anxious and they don't know whether they could accept the offer or not. And I see, yeah, it could have been that they've been offering, for example, a promotion, and they just don't know whether it's the right decision for them or not. Or maybe the connection is a romantic one, and you've been offering them to turn it into a more serious thing, and they just felt a bit unbalanced and not fully sure. So we have here the King of Shells and the Knight of Shells, both of them in reverse. These are generally romantic cards, or at least they talk about the emotional realm, because the shells is just another term for the cups. Okay, these represent the cup suit. So it feels like this person is actually emotionally unstable, or feeling emotionally not ready for this phase, for this opportunity that came, that has been presented in front of them. And it could be that this person was feeling very comfortably flirting with you, if it was a romantic connection, but then as soon as things became a little more serious, and they just step back and basically follow their own fears rather than following their own heart, because there is definitely blockage in the heart space here, with both of these cards being in reverse. So yeah, what I'm seeing here is that this person might have as well having some lack of self-love, okay, and feeling that they're not, yeah, that they were not good enough for this task, that they were not able to handle it properly, that they did not have the enough maturity or enough experience, maybe in this particular job, a certain experience about love, about feelings, about emotions was required, and they felt like they didn't have it, or they felt emotionally not ready to hold another person within their heart, to have a serious relationship. It could be as well a friend situation, and they just felt like there was a decision that needed to be made, and it just created a lot of anxiety because they did not feel ready for it. Then we have the Four Shells, Upright, and the Magician. The Four Shells, it's all about not having a great self-esteem, not having good thoughts about themselves, always saying bad things about themselves, always thinking that life is never going to be easy, that is never going to bring the right opportunities, that luck always happens just to other people, never to them, that they will never find love, that they will never achieve that particular dream. So it is a pessimistic card. It is a card of somebody that is giving up before even starting, that is just sitting there and decided not to act upon anything, decided not to make any choice, any decision, because they feel like either way is not going to work out. But the good thing is that Magician is there. So it's a very interesting combination here, because it talks to me about somebody that is actually realizing that they know they have the tools to create their own life. They are aware, they're quite wise to understand that this is their decision to be in this mental space, and it is having consequences, but it is possible to change that mentality, and therefore having a different approach to life, and therefore attracting different experiences. So I feel that this person is telling you, whether it's their higher self talking to you directly, or whether this is what they are wishing to say to you very soon, they're saying, I am aware now that I can change things up. I'm aware of myself, I'm aware of the mistake, I'm aware of this pessimistic view that I have of the world, that I have of myself, and I'm aware that things can change. And the beautiful things here is that we have the Six of Crystals and the Knight of Crystals, both cards representing the earth realm, representing the pentacles, the practicality of things, and those can be as well to cards talking about work situation, but not necessarily. It definitely talk about somebody that is willing to work on this connection, no matter what type of connection that is, and that is willing to put the effort, to put the work, to commit, to work on themselves, to be ready for a journey that could be quite long. So it's ready for a long term relationship. It's ready to commit to a project, to a job, to a person, to a friendship, to a connection, to a relationship, to a family, whatever that is. Okay, so it's beautiful because we're passing from having lots of anxiety to feeling okay, I'm actually feeling ready now. I can change my mind, I can change my mentality, and this is actually, I can see it as a rich opportunity for me rather than a reason to be scared and panic about. Okay. And we have the elephant. Come on, guys. The elephant, it's all about removing the obstacles. It's about being wise, making wise choices, about being empathetic towards others and understanding, and very, very intelligent. So I feel that they are realizing that that anxiety, it wasn't helping them to make the right decision. And so they are realizing now that there is some wisdom within themselves they have to reach upon, and that it will definitely bring them to a better view of the world. Then we have the Seven of Acorns upright, the Two of Shells in reverse, the Star, and the Hermit. Okay, so the Seven of Acorns as well is a lovely card, especially in this context, because it talks about somebody that is finally having the stamina, is finally having the energy, the enthusiasm, is finally believing in themselves and being like, I can do this, I can overcome any obstacles. And it's amazing that this card, as well as the elephant, is talking about obstacles. Okay, somebody that is not scared of whatever is coming in front of them. They have a goal and that they are going to achieve it, and this is what they want to say to you. And they are aware that there could be some disharmony currently, maybe because this change of mentality hasn't been communicated just yet, or they know that they are on a trial and they are accepting it. They're saying to you, it's okay if this union is not as stable just yet. I know that I have to prove myself to you, and I know that we have to work things out and see if we are a good match, whether it's a romantic situation or work situation, etc. So it feels like they're saying to you, I'm willing to work on this disharmony. I'm willing to make things work again. And if there is some emotional distance as well, it feels like they're saying, I have the energy now to meet your needs, to listen to you, to actually, recreate the harmony. We have the Star here, and I feel that this person is wanting to say to you that it's their dream to gain that promotion, to go to the next level of the relationship. It's part of their dreams. It's what they've always been hoped for. It's actually perfect. They were just freaking out about it. Okay, and I can't decide whether that was too bright or not. You guys will tell me, I guess. The screen is sometimes a bit deceiving. It doesn't really tell me the truth. Then we have the Hermit. So it feels like there's still need to spend some time on their own to figure out how to reach their own dreams or to prepare themselves for that dream. So it feels like this person is saying yes, but with some condition. It feels like they're saying, I can't handle the pressure at the moment. I from other people, or the enthusiasm or the energy or the excitement of other people. I need to deal with my own emotions, and I need to listen to how I am feeling right now about this. I don't want to receive any influences from the outside. And yeah, let me see what other cards. Two of Feathers upright. Again, talks about choices. Three of Acorns upright. Nine of Crystals upright. And the Four of Acorns in reverse. So it's beautiful. They're saying to you that they're finally able to see beyond their nose, that they're actually finally projecting themselves towards the future. They're not scared to look at it anymore, and they are willing to make some plans. They're willing to make some decisions. Definitely with the Hermit and the Two of Feathers, it feels like they're still needing some time for that particular decision, for that choice, or to get ready for it. But they are absolutely willing to make plans for the future, and they see abundance. They see that a beautiful network of opportunities is starting rising up ahead of them, and they're super excited about that. So definitely, especially this card of abundance being on top of the Magician is so meaningful, because the Magician has this awareness that it can create the abundance that they want if only they focus upon it, and if only they believe in it. Okay, so it's beautiful. Confirm that they are feeling secure about themselves. They're feeling confident that they can create the right environment for them, that they can stand up to that task or stand up to that relationship, that they have things to provide you for, that they have the right tools to work things up, that they can create a beautiful union here, and a beautiful future, and a very promising future. And then we have this Four of Acorns in reverse. So they're still a little bit resistant to the forever happiness, to the idea of wedding, marriages, to the idea of moving in together, to the idea of creating something so stable that they're not going to be able to move away from it. Okay, and it makes sense as well with this Knight of Crystals. I could sense a little hint of, yes, I'm ready to commit, but to a certain degree, because he's a knight and not a king. So there's definitely still a little bit of that not insecurities, but definitely that feeling that they need their own freedom. And yes, they want to create this network, they want to create this community, they want to establish a connection, a stable connection, but at the same time they don't want it to be a trap, they don't want it to be a prison. This is what I'm sensing here, and things are still on trial with these Two of Shells in reverse as well. It feels like they're saying, okay, yes, I want to work on things, I want to get to know each other, I want to try this new promotion, but I can't make promise to ahead for the future. Okay, so yes, they're looking a little bit over their nose for the next week, for the next month, for this year, but not too far ahead. Okay, so they're being quite leveled. Actually, I wasn't gonna go with the cards. I was going to take some oracle cards. So let's see what is it that they want to manifest. I got this beautiful manifestation deck from Jasmine Bolland, which is the same one that designed the Moonology deck. And I just recently was able to grab this one, so I'm really excited to use it. So let's see. What is it that they want to manifest with you? We have the first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck. Oh my god. We were just talking about luck with the Four of Shells, and with the fact that they believe that luck only happened to other people, never to them, that they're never lucky. And this is so the opposite. So there's a beautiful progress in this person. Release your blocks with the first quarter moon in Scorpio. And we were talking about emotional blockages. I'm just so astonished. I shouldn't be at this point after years and years of reading tarot, but they just keep surprising me and delight me. And then first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. I can't believe it. So definitely, yes, they're open up their heart to you. Whoever you are to them, they're saying yes to you. Okay, and so they're being very, very optimistic. Let me get some Moonology card as well. See what else they have to say to you. It's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio, and we were all talking about this person being overly pessimistic with that photo shells we got before. Look at the bigger picture with the full moon in Sagittarius. So they are absolutely opening their eyes to the opportunities that are showing ahead of them instead of being scared of them and running away. And don't let your past hold you back with the South Node. So yeah, that could be the reason. Like they might have told a story about themselves, about not being good enough, about not being a good father, a good partner, a good worker. They might have heard these stories over and over and over again from their family, from their ex-partners, from their friends, or they've been told themselves those things. And of course, it was holding them back. But now they're telling a new story. A personal issue reaches resolution with the full moon in Cancer. That's absolutely beautiful. So I really hope you guys have been delighted as I am about this reading. It has been really beautiful. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if it has resonated. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world. And hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. And I'm always here if you ever desire to get a private reading or a Reiki session as well. So I send you big hugs and can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye guys. Thank you so much for watching until now. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Gazelle with the Pine Crown. So I'm just going to place the Gazelle on a side for now, and we're going to talk about it later as soon as they come the right time. Meantime, we're going to read the Spirits and Tarot deck cards, which I already shuffled before the recording, so they're ready and set to go. We have the King of Crystals in reverse, the Shaman upright, the Knight of Feathers in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Eight of Feathers upright, the Two of Acorns upright, the Shadow in reverse, and the Ace of Crystals. So these are the first initial cards, and then we're gonna get some clarifying cards after these as well, plus some oracle cards. So there's gonna be loads. So let's focus on these four now. King of Crystals in reverse and the Eight of Feathers. Okay, so the Eight of Feathers talk about somebody that is feeling absolutely trapped in their mind. Is somebody that is feeling completely disempowered with this King of Crystals as well, completely frozen with their own fears, and completely stuck and feeling like there are no solution and that they're not able to get out of this situation. Okay, so I don't know your situation. We're gonna find out a bit more about it. Of course, it's going to resonate with so many of you, so you could talk about lots of different scenarios, but definitely this person, whoever that is, whether it's a romantic partner or a friend, a family member, a neighbor, a boss, like a co-worker, is somebody that is feeling absolutely trapped, and they want to explain it to you. They want to say to you, this is why I've been acting this way. I'm completely frozen and I feel unable to take charge of the situation, unable to, I feel like I have no control over my feelings, or I have no control over the situation. I feel like I cannot provide for you at the moment. I cannot be a good partner, or a good friend, or a good boss. I am just not in the best version of myself at the moment. And we'll see, we have the shaman and the two of acorns. So this person is trying to fly above the sky and see the bigger picture, and in order to be able to make the next move. Okay, he's really trying, but it seems like a big effort, because currently they're really stuck with this mindset of being focusing on the small little details that they cannot fix. Okay, so but they're aware of that, so they're trying to reach upon that inner wisdom, and maybe they have a mentor as well, somebody that they really trust. Maybe they have a spiritual master, some guru that they know, or a really good wise friend. Maybe they're trying to get inspiration from you as well. Maybe they're asking tarot, or if they are religious, they're going to church and trying to understand what messages are there for them, or what is it. They're trying to look for some signs for what to do next, okay? Because there is a path that they have to pick. There is a direction that they have to move towards, but they feel like they have totally lost focus and their intuition, so they're trying to reach upon it in other ways. Okay, maybe they're looking upon astrology, upon tarot, some self-growth books. This combination of cards as well, the King of Crystals and the Shaman, could be talking about a romantic situation, and about the fact that is turning a bit more serious. Maybe there has been some proposal, some marriage proposal, and they have backed out, full of fears, not knowing whether that is the right path for them or not. But that might resonate with a small portion of you, so that's why I'm saying this, but very cautiously, because mainly it feels like this person is trying to gain some wisdom regarding the situation where they're feeling completely stuck. And we have the Knight of Feathers in reverse and the Shadow in reverse, so it feels like they are fighting against some deep darkness within their soul here. Okay, with the and with this Knight of Feathers in reverse, it feels like they're not thinking clearly, because the feathers is all about the mind, it's about their own thoughts. It's definitely more logic type of cards, and being in reverse, it is telling me that there is lack of communication, lack of logic, lack of focus, lack of action as well, because the knights are all about the action. So there's definitely a massive block. It could be a communication block, and it could be as well an intellectual block in general. If they are a writer, they're feeling like they have this, or an artist in general, they feel like they have this creative block. If they are a journalist, if their work depend on their own words, they feel completely stuck, as if their tongue is completely raveled up. I don't know if you say that, like just making a knot, and they're not able to speak their truth. Okay, they're definitely feeling completely disempowered, and it's because of some darkness that came up to the surface here and hitting them in the face, taking them very unexpectedly, and they have a lot of resistance as well dealing with this. So the shadow is the devil, and it talks about old patterns, toxic patterns, toxic behavior, and codependency, addictions, and things like that. And it could be that that's the reason why they're not finding focus. Maybe they are abusing of some drugs, for example. Again, it will only resonate with a small portion of you, but I just felt like I had to say it. So that's why they are completely spaced out, and that's why they could have a type of paranoid mind here with these Eight of Feathers, and seeing big problems when they're only small, and they're unable to actually look at the bigger picture, even though they're trying, but they have a hard time finding the focus. Okay, and focusing upon the right things. We have the Emperor, again a very disempowering card here, because the Emperor is usually a very trustworthy authority that is able to make plans for the future, is able to make plans for others, that receive a lot of respect from people, that is very self-confident, very reassuring type of a personality, and able to take control over the situations. And right now it feels like, again, there's lack of stability, lack of focus, there's lack of power, totally lack of power, and it's like they're not themselves anymore. With this Ace of Crystal, they might be denying a new beginning with you, or with a situation where you are involved as well. And it's like it has been a false start. Maybe they were about to start something important that was going to put them in a higher position, whatever that was, and it was gonna give them a lot more respect from other people, or a lot more responsibility, and a lot more task, and they just completely panicked. Okay, so let me get some more cards. The Moon. Again, the idea that something came up to surface from the past that they weren't dealing with. They were trying to hide it. It could be some secrets from the past as well. Nine of Acorns in reverse, the Love card, and the Ace of Acorns in reverse. So there are some wounds coming up to surface here, and they did not want to look at them anymore. So in a way, it's making me feel about some sexual abuse maybe from the past, like when they were kids. It doesn't have to be, but something of that gravity, okay? Something of that level. And they were definitely trying to bottle it up, and now all of a sudden it just hit them in the face, and they completely lost touch with themselves. So this is what they want to say to you. This is what's happening with them, and maybe they have a hard time absolutely expressing that to you because of that Knight of Feathers in reverse. There's a difficulty communicating all of this. So that could be the reason why you might experience a false start, a fake beginning in this connection, whatever connection that is, romantic or not. You might feel frustrated because it was going well, and then all of a sudden it's just going backward. And I'm hearing the song, it feels like we'll only go backwards. It's from Tame Impala, and that's the feeling, and I get it, but they're trying to explain, at least their higher self would love to tell you all of these things, and I'm really hoping that they will find the courage to tell all of these things in person to you. But for now, I hope that this is going to be helpful enough for you to understand what's going on in their mind and why they're acting up so weirdly. There could be some lack of chemistry between you at the moment, and maybe they were feeling very attracted to you, and now all of a sudden that attraction doesn't exist anymore, the chemistry is completely gone, or the desire to move on towards the next phase is gone, or the enthusiasm to accept a particular job or work together in a project or going to that trip is gone, and you're just left with a total confusion. Look at this, the traveler in reverse. There is again another false beginning, fear of starting a new journey, fear of taking a leap of faith. Justice, the Seven of Crystals, and the World. Those are beautiful cards, actually. So I feel that they are asking you, I feel that in a way they're saying to you, I promise I will explain everything to you. It will all make sense. I know that at the moment it doesn't to you, but it will all make sense. I will talk about it truly, and I will be honest with you. This is what the Justice card is saying. I will be transparent, and there is hope for the future, because with the Seven of Crystals, it's somebody that wants to can't wait to see the results of their work. It can't wait to reach at the end of a particular job or the end of a particular tough situation. Somebody that is slightly impatient to reap the fruits of their labor, but is still keep working on it no matter what. Is still trying to find that self-motivation. So there's definitely hope, and this is the main message to you. They're saying that they will be able to create a new world. Definitely there is a need to close a chapter and start a new one, and it's not going to be easy, but they are willing to do it, okay? And it's gonna be tough work, but they definitely feel like a new chapter will be open up again, and there will be possibilities for you guys to feel satisfied about this connection, happy, and they are actually trusting that there will be more opportunities for you guys to reconnect and do that journey or start that relationship or work together in that project. So there is the Lovers as well card here that talk about this deep feeling of being emotionally interconnected with you. So they want you to know that the love is there, okay? That the connection is real. They haven't been lying about it, and it just had to be there had been a false start because of something from the past that absolutely shocked them, and they were not ready, they were not prepared to face it, okay? But it's beautiful because they want to be honest with you, they want to work on things, and yeah, it will just need some time because they're facing some deep darkness for sure. So I'm wondering now, will I take more cards or will we go? Let's go with the Oracle cards. I got these beautiful manifestation cards from the Jasmine Bolland, which is the same one that designed the Moonology. I couldn't wait to grab them. I've been pre-booking them ages ago, and they finally arrived. So let's see, what does this person want to manifest? Also, yeah, we have to talk about the Gazelle. Because the Gazelle is very gracious, gracious person, very elegant, very sensitive, and sometimes is overly aware of the dangers around her. And this is one of those moments, okay, and where all of her nervous system has been asked to be fully engaged, and it could be that this person is having a nervous breakdown as well, because there's just too many stimulus, too many things to be fearful of. But the beautiful message of the Gazelle is that they're not always going to be on the run. There will be times where they will be able to enjoy the sunset as well, and to rest and to take a breath. And yeah, it feels like a message of hope for you guys. Because you see, the gazelle in this card is not running away, it is actually resting. So we were saying, what does this person want to manifest? We had the first quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurities. So some insecurities are definitely coming up to the surface. First quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. And then we have the new moon in Libra, know you're loved. I feel that this is actually a message for you. Okay, I feel that they are saying to you, we will be able to create our world. We just need to, yeah, we just need to be connected and keep supporting each other, even though it hasn't been a really easy time. But we are going to be able to create our own world, and we're going to make it through as long as we talk about these problems and these insecurities, and as long as we communicate love. Okay, and I'm going to get some Moonology card as well to see what other messages this person have for you. Communication is key. Again, we have new moon in Gemini. Gemini again. And Gemini is all about the communication, absolutely speaking up their truth and sending you messages, calls, letters. And I feel that is absolutely important, especially in this specific situation, because something so heavy might have happened in the past and is affecting your connection very importantly. Okay, so it's definitely necessary to speak about this, and I feel that there will be communication because of this justice card. They might not be able to go in the same direction as you guys were going before, or they are just taking a little break from it, but they will be honest, they will speak their truth to you. Then we have your hard work is paying off with the new moon in Capricorn. So again, there is hope, and they're also saying to you, thank you for all the work you've been doing with me, because it could be that you were one of the catalyzer for them to be able to look within themselves, and so they are thanking you as well. And then last card, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Again, another Gemini. And I feel that that's another card for you. It's saying to you, no worries, I will explain everything to you as soon as the right moment comes, and you will understand what's going on. Okay, so that's everything for today. I really hope it has been resonating with your situation. Let me know in the comments below if it did. I'd love to hear from you, and it means so much to receive your feedback. They always made my day, and I'll answer to each one of you as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world, and hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. And I'm always here if you ever desire a private reading or even a Reiki session. Okay, so that's everything. Can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye guys, thank you so much for watching until now.